What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back at Insurance Auto Auctions here in Oklahoma City for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. So in the last video out here, we found a Cadillac Eldorado, and I want to point out early in the video that my booster pack is practically dead. I might have 2 or 3 more starts in it, and that is it. I was on a mission. I found something that I just have to have that I've never had on the channel before, that makes absolutely no sense to buy, and I ended up killing my booster pack trying to start it without success. Never did get it started, so that's fun. I killed my booster pack and now we're stuck. So hopefully we can find some decent cars to film today, and hopefully they've got good batteries, or at least don't take much to start. So far we're not off to a good start here, guys. A bunch of wrecks. I'm looking mainly for the interesting donations. I really enjoy the pedal cars and the vehicles for veterans, the cars for kids, that kind of stuff. You never know what you're going to get out of these charity cars, and you never know what you're going to find. And I really enjoy that. It's a lot of fun dragging them down to AAR headquarters, wrenching on them, and trying to get them running. And it seems like you guys enjoy that type of stuff as well. Now, I suspect that somewhere later in this video, we are going to find a Nissan GTR. And I know there was something else. The GTR just has my attention right now, because it's not every day you see one of those out here, for sure. So I'm pretty sure we're going to find a GTR, and I think there's going to be something else that'll be interesting for it. I just, for the life of me, can't remember what it was. I saw it earlier, and now it has slipped my mind. Oh, a Seville, another Seville, like an early 80s Cadillac Seville. It's absolutely the last thing that I need to bring to the channel right now, but you know me. I'm a sucker for old American cars, especially stuff from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, occasionally early 2000s. I'm currently winning, well, I shouldn't tell you this, but I guess in case the video hasn't come out yet, it's a 96, I believe, Impala SS. And we'll see if I get it, because if I can get it for the price that I bid on it, it would be an unheard of deal to find one of these. So I don't suspect that I'm going to end up getting it, but I am winning it, and time will tell if we end up being able to bring it home or not. We're also still kind of on the hunt for something for Nick. Oh, hey Nick, I got you a present, buddy. There it is right there, Nick. Oh man, hail damaged, multicolored, probably been parked for 20 years, 225,000 miles. Oh yeah, no. Today's actually his birthday. Now, when you see this video is probably going to be a week or 2 old, so be aware of that. This video is not, there's many reasons I do that for, okay? A lot of you get upset about it, but part of it is because we are taking a family vacation, and I can't film while I'm on vacation, so I have to film the videos in advance. Another reason is because after I got sick and ended up in the hospital, I realized very quickly how important it was to have at least a week, maybe 2, of a buffer on the channel, so that if something happens to me, like, you know, I end up having to go and have surgery, I can continue making a paycheck, and I don't have to stress out about my bills. So I know some of you don't like it, and I do apologize to those of you that don't understand, you don't get it, doesn't make sense to you. I'm really sorry, but at the end of the day, I got to do what is best for me and my family, and that means videos that are going to be a week or 2 out. So we are looking for something for Nick. I've already seen this. This has been here. Some of these cars, this is weird. I have not been to IAA in about 3 weeks. And it is crazy the amount of cars that are still here that we've seen before. I remember this one. This one smells like something died in it. It has no keys, right? Just in case I'm wrong, because it has been 3 weeks. I actually like these. I like the, ooh, a B. I like the color. Hold on, is this? No, this isn't it. The dash is melted. Wow. The dash is like melting apart. This is a pedal car? Why? It doesn't say if it runs or drives. I have to just check this out real quick. I mean, it's got good tires. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. It's an MKS. I mean, it's not perfect, but I'd be willing to take a shot at starting this one. This is not something that I think I'd want to buy for Nick, though. It's kind of a grandpa car. No offense to anybody that owns one. I'm just saying, I would drive it, but also I am a grandpa, so there you go. Oh, this was well cared for at one point. The coolant is clean. The brake fluid looks like it was just flushed. Very clean. Battery is dated to 23. Interesting. So why are you here? Transmission fluid. It's a little dirty. Oil. That actually looks milky. That oil looks milky. So we're going to pass on this one immediately. Immediately, we're going to walk away from this one. Is this a 3.7? Is that what this is? Yeah, it's a 3.7. Yep, we're going to walk away. I already know what's wrong with this car. I've dealt with this many times on Chrysler products. Back in the day, the Chrysler, what was it, a 2.7? You'd find them in the Concords, and you found the 2.7 in pretty much everything Chrysler made. But they had this, I call it a faulty water pump design. When the water pump would go bad, it was timing chain driven. It would actually pour coolant into the oil. Made it appear that it had a blown head gasket, except it ran great. It would run fine, except it was dumping coolant into the oil and damaging the engine. So I learned, and back in the day, I used to buy them all the time. I would buy all the Concords and I can't remember what else had them. Intrepids and maybe the Eagle Talon. I honestly, I don't remember. Or not the Eagle Talon, the Eagle Vision. It's been so long, guys. But anyway, I would buy those things up left and right. And it was because that timing chain was easy to do. No big deal. The water pump was not that difficult to do. And I loved it. I did. I would hang the timing chains from a tree. I'd order the parts online for a couple $300, put them back together, and I'd flip them, and I'd make great money. I would make great money on those cars because everybody thought they were blown head gaskets, and I knew. I never once did I buy one, and it was a blown head gasket. Not once, not ever. And every time I got the timing chain replaced, and in fact, if I remember right, there were two chains. Or maybe it was just one really, really long chain. Anyway, you'd get it replaced, and down the road you go. You'd be golden. So today, don't really want to mess with it. I don't know anything about the 3.7s, other than they have that same type of water pump design where when the water pump fails, goodbye. It just dumps straight into the oil. And at that point, I don't know. I like this LeSabre though. It's a donation. It's a 2003. The dashboard is peeled up on it. That's not that big of a deal though. You got the tried and true 3800. I mean, it's hard to beat these engines, man. Really, it is. They have their faults, but generally it's nothing too serious. Oil is full, dark in color. You have transmission dipsticks on these, which is really nice. You don't get that, anymore. Let's see what oh. Wow, that is really, oops. Well, let me find something to wipe this off and to wipe the car off too, but that is extremely, extremely overfilled. I also notice I don't see any coolant, so that can be a little concerning. You've got a trans that's overfilled, a coolant bottle with nothing in it. It's possible. Let me just check for pressure. There we go. It's possible that the coolant has dumped into the transmission and turned it into a strawberry milkshake. I'm not going to get that open. Give me a second. Let me find something to wipe this off on, guys, so I can put it back where it came from. Okay, let's see if it'll do anything. This one looks so nice. I mean, good tires. The interior's beautiful on it. Look, it even comes with an extra key sitting there in the door. And the key fob and 2 more keys. It runs, of course it does. Of course it does. The dashboard is folding over. That's actually not that big of a deal. I know how to fix that, guys. I've done it before. Air conditioning? Let's see. I heard the compressor. No way, man. No way. What's the miles on this? Hold up. Change oil soon. 142,184. Little change drawer right there. Ashtray with a card and a whatever that is. A couple power points, cup holders. Oh man. Registration. I'd be curious to see when this expired. Actually, it's good. Still, the registration is still current on this. Air conditioning is super cold. Very nice. Steering feels good. Important window. Works. Less important when... Come on. Uh-oh. Well, there we go. There we go. I got it. You got that nice CD player with tape deck. Let's see what the CD player's got in it. No cassette. We've got Taylor Swift, Fearless. Let's see if the CD player works. Audio, fader, balance, bass. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Taylor Swift. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're not gonna rock that. Definitely got some oil burning. You got Twilight Sentinel lights. This thing is cruise control. This is pretty nice, man. This is pretty nice. Like I said, that AC it's almost stupid how cold it is. Wow. What year is this again? An 03. This is not too shabby. I would still be very concerned about the transmission. Like I am exceptionally concerned with the transmission. This is a car that looks like it's been parked for a long time. Not really surprised. Spare tire, yes. And what is this? Radio Shack stereo amplified listening device. Whoa. Radio Shack stereo amplified listener. Interesting. The batteries aren't corroded. I bet this thing works. I mean, you need to put some batteries in it, but I bet it works. Let's take a look at the engine, see how it's doing. Oh yeah, look at all the bugs. There's a hornet's nest under here. Wasp nest. I'm surprised this thing runs. I'm very surprised that this is running right now. This has been parked for a long time. It runs great. Alternator is charging like it's supposed to. And I've had a lot of you ask me questions about my dead booster pack. A lot of you have been like, if you leave it attached to the car, doesn't the car charge it back up? No, it does not. Unfortunately, I know that doesn't make any sense, right? That makes no sense at all. You would think that the car would be able to charge the booster pack, but it does not. It's a one-way jump start, guys. It only powers the car. The car cannot power the booster pack, which is unfortunate. Excellent tires. I'd be curious as to the date code. Does it have pressure on the cooling system? No, but I feel coolant in there. There's definitely coolant in it. These tires are Goodyear Assurance, so they're good tires. Date code is 23 of 21. So these aren't that old. So this car could not have been parked that long ago. Let's see what the trans fluid looks like now. You know what? That fluid is level. That's normal. It needs valve cover gaskets. Needs a transmission service. probably a tune-up. It looks like it's still rocking the original spark plug wire, so still rocking the original coils too. That's insane. It's got a relatively new belt. Even the water pump looks original. Everything on this looks OEM, looks original. This could be a really good one, guys. I don't know how much it's gonna go for. I'm not willing to spend a ton of money on it personally. It's not worth it. And how many people are really in the market for an old Buick anyway? The battery is from 2011. Oh, are you serious? 8 of 2011 on the battery. That's, I don't even know. I don't even know. Let's check the temperature gauge. Seems to be holding steady. I see no warning lights on the dash. Oil pressure. This says the oil pressure is normal at 130 PSI. That's a problem. Coolant 142, battery is charging. Oil life, none. Tire pressure, it's got TPMS sensors. No way. Almost a full tank of gas. Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna sit here, soak up some air conditioning. I'm gonna listen to Taylor Swift. But first, let's just make sure it's got brakes. Again, steering feels good. Reverse. Yes. Drive. Yeah. You even have your sun visor extender. These are so cool, guys. You remember these? Do they still do this? Look at that. And then you can have this one down too. They were ahead of their time, guys. They were. Mercedes, nothing. All right, well, it's on my watch list. Unfortunately, it's not for sale yet. I sat in there, I let the car run for about 20 minutes, guys. Temperature never got above normal. It runs great. This is one I really want this. I really, really want that car. So we'll see. Maybe we can bring it to the channel. I like this too. A Marauder. This is a real Marauder. This is not fake. This is literally the real deal. How bad is it? That is nothing. Are you serious right now? We've got a Mercury Marauder. Oh, son of a bitch. Damn it, man. I was really excited. I was really excited. Obviously, it can be fixed. Anything can be fixed if you've got the time and the money. Is it locked? No. She had some miles on her too. She's a little rough. 111,000 miles. Definitely a little rough. Man. Seeing this just made me miss my Marauder. And I don't think I've missed that car at all since I sold it, I don't know, years ago. But I sure do miss it right now. Something about seeing this just was like, man, come on. I can't even, because the hood is so messed up. Ooh, boy, oh boy. Poor thing, you were not maintained well, were you? This looks like crap. Yeah. That good old Cobra engine. 32 valve, twin cam V8. Yeah, this is too much, guys. That's a shame. That's a shame. I almost missed it. I saw the dual exhaust and I was like, all right, somebody put a nice little exhaust on that Crown Vic. Wrong. It's a Marauder. I think this one is not worth fixing, guys. Pillar damage, doors damaged, front clip damaged, interior damage, high miles. Doesn't look like it was taken care of. Yeah, this is one I'd probably walk away from. In fact, it is one I'm gonna walk away from. That's a shame though. That is a shame. I need to check my app real quick on ACV and see if they're gonna give me that that Impala SS. I don't need that. In fact, let me do that real quick. Let me see if I'm about to get an Impala SS, guys, because if I do, it's going to be stupid cheap. All right, they're playing games is what they're doing. I'm not into playing games, you know. I take money seriously, and if I make an offer on something, I'm serious and I'm going to pay for it, you know. I honor my word. and that's just the way it goes with me. What is this? So they had a buy it now. Oh, never mind. Scratch that. They had a buy it now on this thing of $7,000 for a legitimate 96 Impala SS, like immaculate condition, beautiful car. $7,000. Are you kidding me? The best part is it is not factory at all. It's been modified quite a bit. So I saw it and I said, man, I like it, but of course I'm always a sucker for a good deal, a better deal. So I made him a counter offer. They want 7, offered him 65. They declined. Understandable. I'm fine paying $7,000. So I offered him 68. They declined. So I offered him $7,000 and they came back and they said, we already have an offer for $7,000. And I'm like, wait a minute. The buy it now price is $7,000. How do you have an offer for $7,000? So I just made a higher offer above the original buy it now price for $7,000. I'm now offering them $7,100 for this car. Either way, I think you guys will agree, a very nice condition Impala SS, a true SS, not a clone, not a fake, a true Impala SS in very good condition is worth well over $7,000, guys. So you're not going to hear me complain if I end up winning it for $7,100. So like I said, I am out here actively. I'm searching right now today with you guys for anything that I'd be interested in bidding on. I need more cars on the channel. I've sold just about everything. So I need new inventory. And on top of needing new inventory, wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up. I thought that I just passed one of these, but I thought the one I passed was this one that was wrecked. Oh, don't tell me I've got an opportunity to buy my old car back. Don't tell me I could buy my old car back. Son of a bitch. No way. Hey, old girl. Oh, it's been a long time. Oh my goodness. Charity car, flat tires, been parked for 100 years. Dashboard is cracked. Door handle's broken, common problem. Oh boy. This is honestly, this is too rough. Oh man. You could send this to Mako. They could turn this paint job around, man. They'd make this car look brand new, at least as far as the paint is concerned. Door handles are not a big deal to put on this. The door panels are decent. The seats look to be in, for the age, pretty good shape. Oh wow, it's got the digital dash just like mine had. Tags, black tag for 2024. Are you serious? This car is a hunk of junk, man. It reminds me exactly of the one I had. Mine was a hunk of junk too, but it was exactly like this. It had the digital instrument cluster, all digital gauges, digital speedometer, everything. You had your digital radio, digital climate control, tape deck over here. Look at this, dual zone climate control. What is this, like an 89? It's a 90. It's a 90. Wow. This is a Buick Regal Limited, and this makes no sense. This makes no sense. This car is absolute junk. Nostalgia is a hell of a thing, isn't it? The price that you'll pay to bring something from your past back to life. Oh, a wasp nest. We've seen that many times. I don't know about this, guys. I don't know about this. Door handle's easy to replace. Headliner's not a big deal. That seat's got a little tear in it. I'd love to know the mileage on this thing. Of course, the tried and true old school 3800 under the hood of this. You guys will remember this. A little damage to the front clip there. A little fiberglass damage. Oh, there you are. Somebody put a new battery in it in 2024, February of 24. It's a new battery. So maybe it's got power. It won't run. I don't suspect this is going to run. It doesn't say anything about it. Oh, did I close the door? You dummy. Dummy. Oh, I remember these days. I do. I remember these days. Having to climb over. Let's put the key in. Oh, the key's already in. You got to do the GM jiggle. That's what I call it for those old ignitions that are always sticking. We'll leave that door open because it is hot as hell in this car. I'm gonna put a jump. Oh, wait a minute. Where's the radiator cap? Why is the rad cap missing? Oh boy, you're gonna be in trouble, aren't you? It's got oil, clean oil. It's very low, but it's got it. Let me throw a jump on this, guys. Let's see if we can get it to run. Lights, camera, action. We'll see. Maybe it'll surprise us all. Probably not. Oh, she cranks. No fuel pump though, huh? None of the digital gauges seem to work. Nah, she's done. All right, well, that's enough of that. You got the concert sound too. Oh man. Yep. Here's the deal though. It cranks healthy. I don't want to waste any more of my booster pack. We're literally running on borrowed time with this jump pack, guys. And I know, I see the comments already. Why are you wasting your time on this piece of crap old Buick? Guys, I can't explain it. Unless you've had a car that just meant the world to you, and you let it go, and you go back, 20, 30 years later, and you're like, wow, man, I really miss that car. You won't understand. I know it's a crap car. I also know that I have the capability of bringing it back to life. A quick paint job on this would make all the difference in the world. It would make this car look halfway respectable again. A set of tires, a fuel pump, tinted windows, a dash cover. It's not that difficult. And this really is a car that brings back a lot of memories from my younger years, my early 20s, when I was living with my Uncle Ron up in Indiana. This is a car that I had. And Finzel's Master Tech ripped us off in Terre Haute, Indiana. They said they'd replace. I had a bad transmission, trans blew up. My uncle had a credit card, and he was real proud of his credit. He worked real hard to build up his credit. Finzel's Master Tech said they would do the transmission for $1,200. The car went there, they did the transmission, but half the stuff on the dash didn't work. There's a park reverse neutral drive, all digital. All it did is sit there and flash. It worked before they got it, but after they gave it back to us, it just sat there flashing. Several things were wrong. The transmission, the wiring for the transmission runs under this rocker somewhere. I don't remember exactly where, but it runs up under here. They had cut, because they put the wrong transmission in it, they cut all the wires and just spliced them all together and left them hanging under the car. And the best part is, they didn't honor their price of $1,200. They ended up charging him $2,400 or $2,500 to fix the car. And my uncle felt so bad for me, because Finzel's Master Tech literally said, if you don't pay the $2,500 or it was $24 or $25, they said, if you don't pay it, we are impounding the car, we're going to keep it, and we're going to sell it at auction or something. We're going to sell it, and you'll never see the car again. So my uncle, very hesitantly and in a very pissed off manner, he went ahead and paid it. He did. He paid that kind of money for a transmission in an old Buick back in probably 2002, 2003, 2004. I don't know, 2001 maybe. I don't even remember exactly, but yeah, I always felt bad for that because I never paid him back. As agreed, I never paid him back. What a anyway, I feel bad about that. Now, later on in life, I did pay him back. He didn't know this, and now that he's passed away, I can say it. But for many, 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 many months before things got really bad with him, nobody even knew he was sick, I was sending him a substantial amount of money every single month just to help him out. I wanted to make sure that he was comfortable, that he was okay, because back in my day, when I was a real piece of shit, when I was a loser and a nobody, he always believed in me. And I never gave him any reason to, none, but he always believed in me. And that means more to me than any amount of money on the face of the earth. So I sent him money every single month. And in my own mind, this was my way of paying him back with interest for taking care of this car for me, a car that meant so much to me. He really went out of his way on that, and I screwed him over. He never understood why. I just told him I just wanted to make sure that he's okay. I'm getting all emotional here, man. It makes me sad that he's gone and I'll never see him again. It hurts. Hurts real bad. But anyway, I don't think I've ever told anybody that story, ever. And I just told like the whole world. I don't think I've ever told anybody about that. Here's something else I don't think I've ever told anyone. When I was clearing out his house, and that was, let me tell you something, if you've never had to basically empty and throw away the bulk of stuff from somebody that you love, the pain is real. That's all I'll say. The pain is real to have to sort through somebody's entire life. You're going through somebody's entire life and having to throw a lot of it in the dumpster, in the garbage. That hurts. That hurts on so many levels, because it also makes you realize that one day you're going to be gone, and one day your family is going to throw your stuff away. It just hurts on so many levels. But clearing out his house, we found thousands of dollars. So apparently, I think that he was kind of like a mouse in a way, because he hid things everywhere. I had no idea there was any money in the house at all. But as it turns out, as we were cleaning out his house, there was literally thousands of dollars stashed away in different places in his home. And what I did with it is I collected it all. I put it together. Part of me thought this could very well be the money that I've been sending him. And he's been just stashing it away, maybe for a rainy day, not putting it in the bank, you know, kind of an emergency fund. I took all that money, and when I came back to Oklahoma and I saw my mother, I gave it all to her. I told her to keep it, and she said that she was going to use it on the funeral expenses. She wanted to pay, you know, next of kin. She wanted to pay for the funeral expenses. So after she picked out the headstone and she designed it the way she wanted, she made sure that it was within her budget. I went behind her back. I called the funeral home and I paid for everything, so that when it came time, she didn't have to spend a dollar. It didn't cost her a dime. She got to put that money away, you know, and now she has what I like to call a rainy day fund. And she was actually, don't get me wrong, she was grateful. She was thankful that I took care of it, but not at first. At first, that was like her responsibility. She was wanting to take care of that. And I was trying to do something nice. And at first she was like, wait a minute, this is all paid for? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, who paid for it? I was like, well, yeah, I paid for it. And she was like, do you have the money? Could you even afford that? Are you going to be okay? And I'm like, it's fine, Mom, you know, it's fine. She worries. That's a mother's job, right? She worries. Anyway, let's get off the sad subjects of my uncle passing away. I just hope that, I hope he's with my grandparents, and I hope they're all happy, and I hope they're all doing well. All right. Okay. Another pedal car, another one of my favorites, an old Saturn. This looks like it's an SL2. It's got the color match bumpers. The tires are separating and splitting, so you're not going to drive this one home. This one's probably been sitting a while. Looks like it does not run. I'll tell you something about these Saturns, though. Actually, yeah, this is the SL2, because it's a twin cam. SL1 was a single cam. Actually looks really good. These cars don't die, guys. You remember Jack Black? What did he say? Actually, maybe it wasn't Jack Black. Just hang it up. Rock and roll never. What did he say? Oh no, it wasn't Jack Black. It was Roseanne. It was Dan Connor and his best friend, his motorcycle buddy, when they were building that motorcycle together, his old Harley that he had abandoned. He said, don't blame the bike, man. Bikes never die. Only the people do, or only the owners do. I thought that was pretty slick. The same thing applies to just about everything. Does this have power? Maybe not. Let's pop the hood. It's an automatic. Yeah, it's got some pretty substantial hail damage. It's been parked for years and years. Perfect. Says it's got 82,000 miles on the odometer. Boy, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Good Lord. What kind of wiring? Hold up. What is going on here? Poor cars, man. This wire is burnt to a crisp. Someone shoved it into a fuse, a 10 ampere. They shoved this big wire into a little 10 amp fuse. I'm surprised that fuse held up. Guaranteed it goes to the cooling fan. Yeah, sure does. Sure does. Right there to the cooling fan directly. They wired it up to where you turn the engine on. That fan, that big fan, is running on a 10 amp fuse. Okay, that's no good. This tells me that this car has probably been not been treated very well. I'm surprised it hasn't been overheated. This is an aluminum block and aluminum heads. They are very easy to warp. Instead of fixing it right, just, okay, why don't we throw a jump on this? Let's see if we can get this one to do something. Now, I don't expect that this is gonna go very well, but I'm willing to give it a shot anyway, because I like the old, ow, shit. What the hell? Yeah, this car is a turd, man. It does nothing? Or my booster pack just said I'm done. That may be, no? Booster pack seems to still be alive. Huh. We'll try it one more time and I'll remember not to hit my head when I'm getting in this time. Nah, it does nothing now. Okay. Well, guess what? Easy enough. I'm not going to continue wasting my jump pack on this. This car is, I love a challenge. This one, it's just not worth it. I don't see anything about this car that makes it worth putting any real time or money into. I do like it though. I do like it, but I also don't believe that it's only got 80,000 miles either. Nope, not buying it. Buick Century, I hate them. I used to love them, but I have an ex that used to have one. I can't stand it. Oh, look what I just found. The donor car. I was going to buy this for the transmission for my Chevy Spark. I can't believe it. It's still here. This sold like 2,000 bucks. God, man. I was going to use this to fix the Domino's pizza car. This is a rebuilt title. Why, I don't know. I have no idea. I never bothered looking into it. If I was going to, though, I could have looked into autoastat.com. That's who I go to if I want to see before and after pictures of cars that have been salvaged and sent to auction. That's legit. Every time, that's what I use to find out what I'm getting myself into before I do. This is a pedal car. No way, this was a pedal car. Anyway, they wanted 2,000 bucks for it, and it looks like it sold via Buy It Now. So somebody gave it. And what year is this? Is this a 14 just like mine? It is, 2014, same engine, same transmission. Oh no. Okay, and look how clean this is. This is why I couldn't do it. The car was so clean. Part of it was I don't want to spend $2,000 for the privilege of removing my own transmission. You know, that's why I haven't gone to a junkyard and bought one either. Like $2,500 to $3,000 at the junkyard or on eBay for a transmission. Are you kidding me? For this piece of shit car? Well, not necessarily this one, but mine? My pizza car? Never, man. Not a chance. This has only got 70,000 miles. 77,000 miles. Uh-oh. Is it dead? I think it just died out. 77,000 miles. You got the touchscreen. I mean, this thing's actually pretty nice, guys. So the price, it wasn't a bad price for the car. Like all day long, I'd give $2,000 for this. I'd buy this for Nick in a heartbeat. I would buy this for Nick and say, hey, drive it, take care of it, and you know, if all goes well, then we can get you something better, you know, here in the future. But the sole purpose of this was to remove the transmission, and I couldn't do it, man. Number one, I couldn't justify spending $2,000 for a transmission. And number two, I couldn't justify taking a perfectly good running and driving car, I assume anyway, a perfectly good, it could have a bad transmission also, I don't know. CVTs don't last that long, so, you know, number one, it's a risk that the transmission is no good. Number two, if it is good and the car runs and drives great, I'd hate to tear this beautiful little car up to scrap for a transmission for a completely high mileage, you know, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And somebody else, you know, they could. They bought it. And I'm surprised it's still here because it's been sold for a while. I like this X5. I'm a big fan of X5s. This is the V8 too, man. Should probably stay away. This is an insurance car, so it's hail damaged real bad. Real bad. Guys, I think we are about to the end of this video. With that, I'm going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.